Chairman Pan IIT, Mr. Krishan Dhar, General Secretary, my friend Devashish Bhattacharya, esteemed guests from the industry, the startups, young engineering talents from across the globe, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, there could not have been better time for an interaction with the august group than now because of much hope, fresh enthusiasm and renewed energy. Largely because of our successful fight against global pandemic and rapid pace of vaccination. Let me wish you all a good health and happy future. I was really impressed with a sentence in the Pan IIT brochure which suggested that change is so fast that formal education may become obsolete even before it has been completed. Chairman Mr. Dhar, in his message, used the term redesigning the future. These two remarks made me think, is the pace of change that fast? Did COVID pandemic slow down our innovations and pace of accelerations, or like every crisis, these two brought opportunities and room for creative disruption? As the world is adjusting to the new normal, I believe that technology is changing faster than ever, and the questions that came to my mind and has its own answer. In this fast-moving transformative age, businesses and industries may become obsolete if they don't keep up with the changes. I am happy that 2020 Global Innovation Index has observed that India made significant progress in the innovation ranking over time and have entered the elite top 50 countries club. This makes me think of the trunk call also, known as long distance telephone call, for which we were made to pay extra money and also wait for hours to get connected. Now here we are talking to each other through video conferencing facility, conducting virtual board meetings, and every second someone somewhere in the world is closing a deal by transacting virtual money. Friends, very soon we would be sitting in the back seat of a car without the driver in the front seat. If you can bring alive the inventors of wheel who slogged for years during Mesopotamia civilization, they may not even recognize their original engineering marvel, which is obviously made of titanium now. Gadkari ji knows more than me that 90% of the accidents happen every year due to human error. Now these driverless cars loaded with software connected through a cell phone with promise of zero accident may replace our old drivers and driving schools. Similarly, the days are not far when there won't be any electricity cable or solar panel. Our windows, glass panel and roof itself would generate electricity. Maybe within few years, we will have to replace the street lights in our cities because of innovations in kinetic roads will generate their own energy to provide power. Let me also tell you, the new education apps, modules, with the help of artificial intelligence and robotics, one fine day would make the teachers obsolete wherever possible. Since brochure suggested about making formal education irrelevant, we are witnessing a transformation that could change the concept of a classroom, and instead of a human teacher, we have pre-programmed cell phone teacher. Those feeling nostalgic about it may have to forget and forgive, like we did during our swap of iPod with beloved Murphy radio. Friends, no doubt, technology is a greater enabler, but the pace of change also brings challenges for the government. An important question someone asked me couple of days ago whether the existing system within the government machinery is able to adopt and manage these fast-paced changes, whether we can digitize our world and ensure data security. This is not a simple question. We have to accelerate adoption of the technologies that assist us in growth and enable us to serve more citizens with evolving safety tools. We can't say no to innovations. We have to identify areas where it can be implemented for the better service delivery or to create a better life for the people living in far-flung areas. Being an engineer, I believe the power of new innovations combined with a superior human capital is the perfect recipe to build a better tomorrow. Innovations will not slow down, and the administrative systems, governance will have to put in place new mechanism for a faster adaptability. In other words, I would say the governments will have to finance and leverage new technology and innovations to address the gaps among haves and have-nots. Just imagine if 2020 was 1918 and the world was battling pandemic without any hope of vaccine. Today, we not only have options available to vaccinate citizens, but also a delivery mechanism to monitor it real time and prioritize the vulnerable groups. Technological development has not only pulled us out of a stone age, but has also made the sharing more easy. I strongly believe a flourishing innovation ecosystem where producers, service providers, and users on the same wavelength will immensely contribute to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream of making India Atmanirbhar. Today is his birthday, and I can confidently say his mission to make India a hub of innovation and promotion of exponential technologies have made immense impact in every possible sector. With the advent of smart and new technological products, support from the center under the leadership of our visionary Prime Minister has provided the state governments a new opportunity to make the public service delivery more efficient. During the pandemic, we were able to transfer financial assistance to majority of citizens without any glitch. Imagine if there was no DBT for seamless interchange of data across the financial ecosystem. A former Prime Minister had famously said once that out of 1 rupee, only 17 paisa reaches to Aam Aadmi. Now Trinity of JAM has resulted in significant time saving and making the entire chain leak proof. When I took over the charge of Jammu Kashmir last year in August, we were still dealing with physical files. It not only caused us immense delays, but the critical ones when most needed were found missing. We have digitized each and every file, and even if a secretary is traveling, he or she can just log in the secure system, review a proposal and clear or reject it. In infrastructure, we had no clue about progress of development in far-flung areas. We have implemented a software module called Empower, which enables every citizen with a mobile phone to see the work taken up in a particular village, the progress made, and the amount of money released by the government. Digitization of government services has truly realized the Honorable Prime Minister's dream of minimum government and maximum governance. Even in agriculture, the technology intervention has provided us with micro-irrigation system to regenerate our national mission on saffron and provide us with global market. Many of our youngsters in the Union Territory are working on artificial intelligence solution to improve farm productivity. A young boy from Srinagar came out with a smart app that uses AI technology to predict the optimal crop sowing date, and it can be circulated to all the farmers falling in the same climatic zone. Friends, Thinking of growth engine and factories of future, we have launched 2 centers of innovations, incubation, invention and training for our engineering graduates in Baramulla and Jammu. With the collaboration of Tata Technologies, we have a plan to set up 14 such centers across the Jammu Kashmir UT to make our manufacturing hyper efficient and Industry 4.0 ready. In order to maintain asset and resources, the new centers are offering innovation opportunities to help digitization of manufacturing through photonics, nanotechnology, additive manufacturing, communication technologies, and advanced materials. Since we aim to take the industrial revolution to the next level, we are making investments today to maximize the economic benefits in the future. Yuval Harari, in his book, has said that the modern economy grows thanks to our trust in the future and the willingness of capitalists to reinvest their profits in production. I would like to make a slight change. Besides capitalists, the governments will also have to promote technologies that are expanding through Internet of Things, big data, robotics, and artificial intelligence. American inventor Ray Kurzweil said that our technology, our machines, is part of our humanity. We created them to extend ourselves, and that is what is unique about human beings. I will give you a brief example how our young innovators have changed the way we shop. In Srinagar, some youngsters have adopted the method of brick and click. To get a feel of the retail store, you can visit the shop, but the booking is done online, providing a customer the experience of both virtual and physical world. Friends, before I say goodbye, I have a question. How the next 20 years will look like? I am reminded again of Ray Kurzweil, who said that due to explosive power of exponential growth, the 21st century will be equivalent to 20,000 years of progress at today's rate of progress, and organizations have to be able to redefine themselves at a faster and faster pace. We will be aging for sure, technology will overtake technology for sure, and engineers, innovators will be able to make a very different world for sure. Public service delivery will become swifter for sure. The only thing we can't be sure of is how many choices we will have to enhance economy and whether Amazon will continue to deliver the physical books. Remember what Steve Jobs said about iPhone. We are all born with the ultimate pointing device. Our fingers, and iPhone uses them to create the most revolutionary user interface since the mouse. In the hackathon completion tomorrow, we may find glimpses of next 10 years. My best wishes to all the young minds. Thank you. Jai Hind.